Welcome to this very special episode of NBA 2K TV. I'm Alexis Morgan.
And I'm Chris Manning. Special episode because we have reached number 200.
Here's Tatum and Slam.
In your face.
You play 2K.
All the time.
You act.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
The famous We Love Houston's and the pre. Well, no doubt, David, he is one of the best. Thank you. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Wiggins is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Chris in at the pivot, manning the middle. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. PJ Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the small forward position. One thing about Curry you have to admire, Greg, he never wants the spotlight to himself, even as a leader of his team. He always wants his teammates to shine as well.
You think back to when Clay was trying to break Curry's three-point record last season. Curry was not only cheering for him, but actively setting him up to make it happen. That camaraderie Curry shows is why his teammates love him.
5 to shoot. Thompson for the triple. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Beautiful feed by Draymond. He plays a physical game, but he also has great awareness and skill.
It's Harden with the drive and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league.
Green against Covington. Here's Thompson. The 19-footer is on the money. Thompson's got 5.
Impressive work from Thompson. Hard for the defense to react on the catch and shoot.
Westbrook surveying the D. No good with the wing jumper.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
Goes up on the wing, and Thompson gets it to go in on the assist by Wiggins. That's 7 points for Klay Thompson. Thompson against Harden. Chris with the rebound. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Wiggins throws it down hard.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Free throw good, Wiggins.
The Golden State Warriors so great offensively. People forget about their defense. Their length and IQ make them tough to deal with, especially in the playoffs.
Here's Tucker, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
That breaks their string of misses. Now 1 for 5. You can feel their sense of relief.
Here's Curry. Misses off the right iron. In the last couple seasons, Golden State's defense in the regular season slipping off just a bit.
You know what I think what happens is with their elite offense, I think they started to rest a bit more on defense. Also, when you've been to the finals 5 straight years, some coasting can occur.
Now Thompson. James Harden missing on the 3. Thompson outside. Tries from 16. The shot comes out, and it's Houston the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers. Harden the pass to House. Money from the wing.
And Harden is more than just a scorer. He's also got some sensational handles and passing instincts. He loves connecting with his teammates. This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Covington with the bucket.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
And Thompson gets it to go.
A terrific shooter from mid-range. Klay Thompson has the picture-perfect jump shot.
Westbrook drives in. That's tipped. On deep. They get it again.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip in.
And here's Harden for three. Chris with the rebound. Chris has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
And it's Thompson again missing.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot. I don't know how many misses that is in a row, but I know it's ugly.
Chris with it. Now Covington defending. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor.
Young, rangy big man. Chris possesses a nice skill set, and I think the potential to be a terrific player in our league.
Passes it to McLemore. Inside. Now Carroll. He feeds it to Green. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And the length of Green is a real issue for the D. His arms just go forever, which often results in a lot of shooting fouls for him.
19 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Poole. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
That will count. And that one released in time, but no good. Klay Thompson has been... Steph Curry talks about the visual drills he does to help.
It's a cognitive and neurological drill.
The improvement he's made, Greg, in his ball handling has really unlocked his game.
I mean, able to keep his head up as he attacks off the dribble, read the defense, and drills like that can only help.
And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And guys, we've seen the Warriors really take control here.
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
Jamari Carroll is out there with Green. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then it's Ben McLemore. And it's Clemens in at the 1. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Steve, we know it's a long season for the players, but talk about the coaches.
Kevin, you've seen it. Those coaches that are on a hot seat, they have those bags under their eyes, no sleep. Those coaches that have a long contract and they're winning, they're pretty good. And I think the coaches that sleep well is the coaches that have teams that they know that kind of run themselves.
And here are the Warriors now. Following the 3-point attempt by Austin Rivers. Poole the pass to basket. Here's Looney. 6 on the shot clock. On the wing, Wiggins. Up again. It's good on the putback. Looney's got the lead up to 13 now for the Warriors.
The effort from Looney on the offensive glass. A hustle player who really wills himself out there.
The pass to Rivers. Another miss by Houston. Warriors leading by 13. Pass to Pascal. Here's Looney. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Nice to see Looney getting involved with the slam there. An athletic player who provides some muscle for them around the rim.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Shots good by McLemore.
Beautiful ball movement. Draw and kick. The defense can't catch up.
Here's Poole. 17 points for him last game against Brooklyn. And a missed layup. Last game for the Warriors, it was a loss to the Brooklyn Nets. Moving it up. The shot by Carroll, no good. Warriors have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. And that one's good. Wiggins.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Pass to Rivers. Houston moving the ball around. Here's Clemens. And Looney sends it back.
The tenacity of Looney there, swatting the shot back and showing off his defensive chops.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. Those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. And some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you. Up top, Rivers, covered by Wiggins. Here's Green, feeds it to Carroll, and he goes in for the dunk.
Carroll doesn't throw it down too often, but he's more than capable, as he showed there.
Here's Poole, off with the layup.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Wiggins tries in. Score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
There's 21 seconds left in the first half of the game. Kicks it to McLemore. And it's Houston with another. 15 seconds left in the first half. Out to the wing. Back to Wiggins. The baseline J. That one, no good. And so that brings the first. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Klay Thompson brought his A game early tonight. He had 9 points and 1 rebound. And that.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Klay Thompson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Well, we've got a moment left on the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Curry and Klay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Chris, and it's Wiggins in at the small forward. Here's Harden. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Back to Thompson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, he might have come into the league as a shooter, but Klay Thompson is so much more than that now. He's a complete weapon on the offensive end.
And with Thompson and his offensive arsenal, it's something he's worked on.
He has, and most people see Klay as this carefree shooting guard, but he's worked hard to improve his game. His post game, he's finishing at the rim better, and his mid-range has been fantastic. He's improved due to the time he's spent in the gym.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those chip-ins are easy to come by.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Green kicks to Curry. Thompson passes to Curry. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That'll be his second foul of the game. Steve, revenue's climbing. We're seeing some star players make $40+ million a year. Top coaches making around $10 million a year. My goodness. You think coaches are due for a raise, though, Steve?
You know, I think all parties involved, the numbers will keep going up, Kevin. The franchise values are going up to over $1 billion. So I think coaches will get a raise, players will get a raise, and the guys that are playing at a high level, especially for coaches, if they're winning, their numbers will go up.
Here is Harden following the score by Golden State. And Tucker kicks to Harden. Shot clock at 5. Over Thompson. And Houston again with the bucket.
After a lackluster first half, he's taken charge offensively. We'll see how the defense responds.
Free throw line jump shot. Green. And Green is right there. Green's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Harden. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
He gets it in there. And that's 13 points for Klay Thompson.
Been this kind of night for Klay Thompson, a deadly streak shooter. He's really feeling it.
Passes to House. Harden with it. Picked up by Thompson. The putback. The kick out to Westbrook. Shoots a 3. The Warriors pull it in. They led by as many as 18 points. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Harden the pass to Tucker. Houston moving the ball around. Here is House, covered by Wiggins, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. They get Stephen Curry. Houston shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Houston making a switch here. McLemore is checked in. Thompson outside. Gets a very good look and converts. Thompson's got 15 points.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
So both teams making some changes here.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
From the high post. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Great feel for the game. Curry likes this shot when he doesn't want to take it to the rim.
Westbrook with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Westbrook passes to Covington. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Covington's got his second bucket of the night. Warriors leading by 15. Right wing. Curry outside. Sinks the triple.
Steph just doing his thing from downtown. That's his game.
Now the dish to Covington. The pass to Clemens. And the layup's good off the glass.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
Now here's Curry. He has 7. 19 seconds left in the third quarter. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket. Rockets trail by 18. Westbrook finds Tucker. Right side, Covington. Now here's McLemore outside. It's good from long range. 8 points for him. So it's the Warriors now. Thompson with it. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. Let's hear what Mike D'Antoni was going over with his team moments ago.
All problems, energy.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. E.J. Tucker is out there with DeMarre Carroll. And it's House in at the 3. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
Percentage-wise, one of the top free throw shooters in NBA history. Steph has certainly made an imprint on this game.
Well, at this point, it's undeniable that Curry is the greatest shooter of all time. You talking about guys like Ray Allen, he has passed up. That is big time.
Now here's Curry. Harden missing his last shot. Thompson way outside. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
The kick out to Westbrook. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Houston. On Sunday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trailblazers. And then on Tuesday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And when you look at the Kings matchup, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Here's Curry. Offensive rebound. Chris. And Curry has it in the corner. Pass to Pascal. Thompson outside. 5 on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Curry's shot is off. And there are no metrics to deny. What Curry is doing is incredible.
And at this point, we take his jaw-dropping feats for granted. He passes the numbers test, and he certainly passes the eye test. Curry, the best at what he does.
Wiggins is checked in for the Warriors. Sometimes, Smitty, you see someone make a pass and wonder, how did he even see that guy? I mean, it's amazing to me.
Yeah, I think Chris Paul leads that list. I think from a big, Jokic, Trae Young is a young guy, Ben Simmons, Doncic, those guys see the floor extremely well.
From deep, Harden, nailed from three-point land. Harden's got 12 points here in the second half. And here's Thompson. From deep three-point range. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Pass to Thompson. Tries again. Chris controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Harden against Thompson. It's Harden with the drive. It's deflected. They recover it. Westbrook kicks to House. And some nice passing there by Houston. Here's Harden. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. Robert Covington's checked in for Houston. The Warriors also with a sub. Green's checked in. Poke loose. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from James Harden. Thompson against Harden. Passes it to Green. Covington with the steal. Outside, House. Steph Curry with the rebound. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. They led by as many as 18 points. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. .146 left in the fourth. Thompson against Harden. The high post shot. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Warriors leading by 15. Curry outside. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It could definitely be considered a statement win for the Warriors.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win. Westbrook passes to Covington. Kicks it out to Harden. Takes a three. A three-pointer is right on target.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Harden missing again. And it's the Warriors' ball. It's a 14-point game. The pass to Curry. And the first one at the line is good. Stephen Curry taking 2 shots. And both free throws good for Curry. 20 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Dishes it to Mba Amute. Here's Clemens. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Clemens. Now here's Curry. From deep. It's in.
What can you say? If he started hitting it from that range.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it.
Where do I start? Where do I get my rhythm? Where do I get my groove?
I always start off with a bounce. You just start with a bounce, and then you see.
I'm part of the baddest game, most successful game in the world. I went to Portugal this year, and the young tour guide goes, "It's Doris Burke from 2K."
When the Warriors come down the tunnel, it's always a sight. Well, the Nuggets lucky to have him. Thanks, David. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Craig in at the shooting guard. And for Golden State, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Marquise Chris is out there with Green. And it's Wiggins in at the 3 spot. Now here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. Over Chris. The shot's good from Nikola Jokic. This end of the season awards already being debated. What did it mean to you when you were named All-NBA?
Well, it meant a lot, especially in my era, again, of playing against the best power forwards, I feel, in a group of all time. And so it meant a lot. There's only one power forward position, and so to be on that All-NBA team, it's something that's more special to me than being an All-Star, because it's not about being the best 12 or 24. It's about being the best 5 in the league. And so those moments were always special, being named the first team in the league.
And like you said, you played in the golden era of the best players ever to play that position.
I tell you what, I think I played in the era where anyone that you would have picked in the power forward from the Western Conference, I couldn't have been upset at over myself, because everyone played in such a dominating fashion. Their teams were winning, and I knew personally how hard it was to guard these guys one-on-one.
Now here's Millsap. His last outing with 20 points. Passes it to Jokic. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. Jokic has got his second basket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Curry against Murray. And here is Curry, and he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Craig passes to Murray. Buries the long-range jumper.
A really smart opening quarter for them at the offensive end. Moving, finding good shots. They're 4 for 5 from the field.
Here's Curry. No good that time. And the Nuggets going the other way.
And the cold start gets a little colder. Just 1 for 4 to start the game.
But when Porter is attacking, the defense is in trouble. I have to respect his ability to put it on the floor. And I have just been so impressed with the way Jamal Murray has added to his game. Keeps pushing himself every offseason to make the most of his abilities as a player, and continues to be a consistent threat from the outside. And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Curry with the steal. To the paint. And it's sent back by Jokic. But they'll get another chance. Curry kicks to Wiggins. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Porter with the steal. Here's Craig, the shake. He lays it in. And with Murray, Greg, you forget how young he is. He entered the NBA right out of his freshman year at Kentucky.
I mean, Murray was taken 7th in his draft and has kind of flown under the radar from that class. But the more you watch him, the more you feel like you're seeing a star in the making.
Now here's Porter. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Murray against Curry. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Oh, that's a nifty move inside the arc. I mean, Curry's not just a three-point shooter. He can do anything facing up.
Here's Craig. He's covered by Thompson. To the middle. Here's Murray. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Thompson right side. Green against Millsap. Thompson for three. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And it's 6 points for Klay Thompson.
You're always going to find Thompson among the league leaders in three-point percentage. That's the shot they want him to take.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And there's the call on Curry. That is his first foul of the game. And the Nuggets with some changes. Bol comes in for Porter. And Morris subbed in for Torrey Craig. Now, here's Bol. Pass to Jokic. Shot clock at 6. And the shot is good. Jokic has got his third basket of the night.
And at 7-2, Bol has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
And the wide open shot from Green. And that one no good to start him off on the night. And so it's Denver holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're feeling very confident.
We've got this.
Notching a 50, 40, 90% season is
The field goal percentage as a whole is.
And consistent excellence certainly is the key. Curry brings it night in and night out.
And as tough as it is to hit those marks, he just seems to make it look easy.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Well, I love the ball movement so far, Jay. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Denver, Grant is out there with Bol. Then it's Plumlee. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Dozier in at the two-guard position. Here's Bol, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Bol's got the lead up to 12 now for the Nuggets.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And we've played through the first minute here in the second. The dish now to Wiggins. Now the basket Poole. Over Morris. And Poole gets it to go.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, the D is worrying too much about the other four guys. I mean, they can't give him open jumpers.
Here's Morris. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, and it's because of the looks they're getting. Their offense has created some great opportunities.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the... And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Injuries can play such a big part in a player's career. Which guys strike you, Chris, as the biggest what-if stories had they stayed healthy?
Wow. I mean, you got to start, in my mind, I got to go to, a guy like a Grant Hill. He was Mr. Triple-Double. You know, he and Jason Kidd, to me, were almost the same players, just in different bodies. When Grant started his career off in Detroit, and to see him get injured, man, that just hurt me because he had so much potential. Even though he had a great career, I still think about him. How about Greg Oden? He got hurt in his senior year, had to shoot free throws with his left hand, and then he comes into the league, and the big fella just had to battle injuries, and feel sorry for that big fella because he was so skilled in the game.
And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. This last season, the Thunder became the final NBA team to reach an agreement for jersey sponsorships. Have you gotten used to seeing those patches on the various jerseys around the league?
You know what, Kevin? I have. And they're not as intrusive as I thought.
Me too. I agree.
I was so scared of this. I thought it was going to ugly up the jerseys and be bigger than the team logo and things like that. But you know how great this league is when it comes to getting messages out to their fans and promotion. And so we've done a wonderful job. And actually I really, really like how they fit the jersey, how the colors matches, and the history of the company, actually. So, no, I think they've done a great job kind of just making sure it just slides in there. I'm not taking away the shine from the team.
Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a loss to the Brooklyn Nets. Pass to Daniels. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Here's Plumlee. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Here's Bowman. And the Warriors miss again. The Nuggets leading by 13. Here's Grant. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Jokic is checked in for Plumlee. Millsap comes in for Grant. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Bull. And Murray's subbed in for Morris. Daniels with it, now defended by Wiggins, and finished off by Porter.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
No, because it's gone dead silent in this arena. What a fantastic performance here on the road.
And stolen by Murray. To the inside. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Murray's got 7 points.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Passes it to Bowman. Wiggins outside. Guarded by Porter. Can they get it? Denver grabs the miss. Millsap's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Denver leading by 19. Here's Murray. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. Millsap's got 3 assists now in this one. Bowman. He's covered by Murray. Here's Bowman. Pascal. It's good on the putback. Pascal's got 4 this quarter.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
And those second chance points can add up.
And they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And so it's Denver with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. Denver was looking great right away. Competing with a chip on their shoulders, they start. That's all for now.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been one outstanding game from Jamal Murray.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Andrew Wiggins, and it's Chris in at the 5 spot. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Murray surveying the D. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Murray has it all. A deadly shooter and a remarkable penetrator. Terrific guard play.
And so Murray nails both of them. Warriors trail by 21. Thompson outside. Fires at the elbow. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
That's a shot Thompson loves. He's so confident, so accurate with his jump shot.
And you look at the development of how Clay has attacked the rim over his career. What was once a weak spot for him has now become a strength as his finishing improves every year.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
You know what, Greg? You're right thinking back to Thompson. He had his early struggles at the rim.
And that's a distant memory for Clay now. I mean, he's dunking more often and with more force when he goes at the rim. It has made him an even more complete shooting guard.
Here's Curry. The offensive rebound. Second chance shot. Wiggins kicks to Thompson. Here's Curry. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in this game.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
It's hauled in by the Nuggets. They're off to San Antonio after this game, bringing their show to the AT&T Center. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
And let's check out the stats for Chris. Since the break, he's been simply stellar. 15th in field goal percentage. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And as you mentioned, one of the more efficient scorers in pro basketball. He challenges defenders with his bravado. And more often than not, he prevails.
Easy to love Curry's game. It doesn't give in. I mean, even when the defense has collapsed on him.
Here's Jokic, and he converts the layup. Jokic has got 10 points.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Here's Curry. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper.
From 13, 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
It's no wonder why they're in front when you're taking into consideration that he's been perfect from the field so far.
Curry outside. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
Grant against Green. Lays it up off the glass. Green's got his first basket of the night.
Amazing sense for how to score inside. Green doesn't settle. Good at staying aggressive.
Morris passes to Craig. 1:22 left to play here in the third. Jokic hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. He's got 16.
It's all clicked into place for him this quarter. He's not missed a single shot.
Here's Thompson. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Here's Jokic. Again, the Nuggets score.
This quarter expending tremendous energy at the offensive end, and he's not slowing down. He's still calling for it.
Here's Looney. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. On its way from Curry for 2. They grab their own miss. Looney kicks to Curry. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Just 5 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Poole, no good. For Denver, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. And the wide open shot from Morris. The three-pointer, no good. Green deciding where to go with it. Thompson outside. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 13 points for Klay Thompson.
The versatility of Thompson. I mean, you want him to defer to other scorers. He'll do it. You want him to carry the load himself. He can do that too.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
It's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with Zamp and Plumlee are playing up front. Then there's Bull. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Daniels in a 2-guard. Here's Murray. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Outside Curry. Pass to Pascal. A three-pointer. Wiggins. The shot. No good. And the Nuggets going the other way. Millsap kicks to Murray. Count that bucket. Murray's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Nuggets.
And with Murray, you have an all-around scorer, someone who feels comfortable shooting from just about any spot on the court.
Chris finds Wiggins. Chris, the common thought is you don't want to be a middle-of-the-road team. You think clubs are too quick now to pull the trigger on a rebuild as opposed to giving some time to what they've got and be more patient?
Don't make me go. This is why I need a psychologist because, hey, when I was in Washington, we had myself, Rasheed Wallace, and Juwan Howard, and Rod Strickland. Like, just wait a minute. Give us 1 year to try. And by the way, the Bulls won 72. We couldn't have won a championship that year anyway. And so, yeah, I think a lot of teams are short-sighted and it's based upon their expectations, and the expectations may not be based in reality.
It's good.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Plumlee with the rebound.
I think he lets the D get to him there, and he rushes it. I mean, he has plenty of space there if he just takes his time.
Here's Murray up on top. Dishes at the Bull. And there's the pass to Bates Diop. And he gets the bucket.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
Now Lee takes the 13-footer, and they pick up 2.
Now, almost any player left that wide open is going to bury that shot. This is the league. That's poor defensive work.
Murray left side. Here's Bates Diop. Second shot opportunity. That one, no good. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Right side, Lee. Down low. Tipped away. This one for 3. Rebound by the Nuggets. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And along with the association, we've seen the growth of the G League, the WNBA, the 2K League. Chris, which of those have you followed the most?
Well, first let me say I should have been drafted by the 2K League because I'm really nice. Matter of fact, anybody listening to the sound of my voice, I will beat you in the game that I'm talking on right now. But secondly,
I know you will.
I love the WNBA, from Lisa Leslie to Cheryl Swoops to my girl Candace Parker. Are you kidding me? The skill set of these ladies, oh, they have game. And I can't say I follow one the most because even the G League and their all-star game I follow. Right now it's a great time for hoops, and all 3 of these leagues I'm in.
Lee goes in. Count that one.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
The Nuggets have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Nuggets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying
win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jokic.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Some nice passing by Golden State here. To the paint. Looney passes to Lee. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Plumlee with the steal. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Daniels, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
He's covered by Daniels. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lee outside. Puts it up. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this to come into. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
Welcome back to 2KTV. Bill Simmons, the sports guy. Now, the sports guy is your nickname, but if you were a player, what would you have as your nickname?
Washed up.
Washed up,
Yeah.
that's it?
Yeah. I quit pickup like 5 years ago.
I'm gonna end it right now.
He's going to end it.
I'm going to end it.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and nothing. That's some pretty sound advice. Thanks, D.A. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at the Nuggets. Right now, they're locked into third place in the conference, looking to get a high seed for the playoffs. And, of course, Houston, a couple spots below.
And you know, Houston, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
Well, the goal is very defined. They have to have a strong finish to the season and make sure they get home court advantage for at least the first few rounds of the playoffs.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Murray. And it's Craig in at the shooting guard position. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the small forward. 3 on the clock. No good on the triple. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Well, Greg, the rapid ascension of Nikola Jokic into NBA stardom has been nothing short of amazing. You know, he really is an elite center now.
I mean, he's the best player on a very talented young team in the West. I would not be surprised to see him win an MVP in the next few years.
And finished off by Porter.
Like that from Murray right there. When he's passing it like this, it can make him so much better and so much more open.
Jokic against Harden. Here's House. And it's Jokic with the rebound. The Nuggets now in offense. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks. Shot from free throw range. Goes back up. Banked in off the glass.
Yeah, Jokic is not the quickest guy off the floor, but he uses his body well and great timing to get the offensive rebound.
It's Harden with the drive, and it's sent back by Millsap. Here's Porter. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Shooting 4 of 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel good.
Westbrook scanning the floor. Kicks it out to Harden. Trying to find Covington. Gets it to him to stop the run. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic just got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Murray outside. And it's off from three-point range. Rockets trail by 8. Covington with it. Now guarded by Murray. Now here's Harden. Defense right on him. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now here's Murray. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Dallas. Right side, Porter. Jokic. Porter trying to free himself up. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Porter. And, Brent, both teams really want this win. Playoff implications are at stake.
This is going to be an interesting night to see who it is that stands up, Kevin, and who it is that realizes the imperative nature of this game for their playoff chances. This could have some seeding implications as well.
And the players know it well, too, don't they?
The players know it well, and the veteran players and the players who have that experience and that hunger to get back there, they're letting the other guys know that tonight, let's lock in and tune it up.
And here are the Nuggets now, following the score by Houston. Outside for Millsap. Ball's knocked loose. And it's Houston on the break. Harden inside the three-point line. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
Now that basket must be widening out right now, Kevin. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Jokic draws the double. He can't get that one to fall. And here are the Rockets now, stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. From deep, Harden. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. Harden's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Rockets. Here's Murray up on top. Here's Jokic. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. James Harden. Russell Westbrook has surly disposition on the court, but he talked
throughout the years I've been trying to find.
You can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around them.
And we return to the second quarter, and Noche Latina specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
They've got Damari Carroll out there. Also Green out there. Rivers out there with McLemore. And it's Clemens in at the point guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets.
Well, Coach Mike Malone has grown up with this young Nuggets team. He says that he believes in the youth of this team.
Well, the future is so bright for the Denver Nuggets, and really where you have to give Mike Malone a ton of credit is when they made the decision between their two bigs, Jokic and Nurkic, sticking with Jokic and then changing their entire offensive style to play from a point center position. It has paid huge dividends.
Now here's Green. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here's Clemens. From outside, off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's Dozier. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. Houston in the lead. Rivers passes to Clemens. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Denver shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Grant, that's good. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with the basket, coming off a pretty pass.
The dish to Carroll. Pass to Green. Houston moving it around. Here's Dozier. Inside, Morris. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Pass to Rivers. No good off the back of the rim. Denver leading by 3. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
You talk about solid role players, Brent. Mason Plumlee fits the bill.
Does such a great job consistently of coming in, being a physical player, setting screens and rolling. Probably an underrated part of his game is the way that he passes the ball, but never is going to get your team out of sorts with the way that Mason can play within his role.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. a mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
PA, great assessment. Good report. Thank you so much. Here's Rivers. Bull making his last shot. Rivers finds Green. They could use a bucket, and he sinks the layup. Green's got his second basket of the night.
That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
Now, here is Morris. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Great look there, but off target.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Here's Green for three. The rebound by Grant.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Connects from three-point range. Bulls got the lead up to 10 now for Denver.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Kicks to Rivers. There's the triple. And Bull pulls it down. Here's Dozier. It's rebounded by Houston. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers. Got it off in time, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome. A pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. Nothing seemed to give way on either. And that should...
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Craig in at the 2.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Feeds to Millsap. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
And Millsap really getting up for that one. Love the aggressiveness.
And it's Harden with the ball for Houston. They trail by 14. Talent coming from everywhere these days, Brent, including the developmental league. The G League has done a wonderful job of watching players develop there and then vaulting them up to the big league.
And I think last year, Kevin, the numbers were that more than half the players in the NBA had spent some time in the G League. You want to talk about that league coming a long way?
What an impact.
Massive.
Yes.
And what you're seeing, too, over the past few years, Kevin, is people doing a great job of using the G League a lot better. Not just experimenting and lab ratting what that team is about, but really well thought out player development and stints for guys on their team rather than just practicing and traveling and sitting and watching games. You're watching guys go play a game in the afternoon and then coming up to the NBA level and participating in an NBA game that night. That's going to go a long way to make guys in the early part of their career take the...
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Daniels is checked in. Harden scanning the floor. The Rockets again can't hit.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Murray, good.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
And how about the transition from Paul Millsap, going away from that star role to being more of a role player here in his later years? No longer needed to carry the torch, if you will, in terms of scoring and rebounding, but he can still give you just a bit of everything else at this stage.
The Nuggets leading by 15. To the left side wing. Here's Murray. A shot missing. And the Rockets take it the other way. And with Millsap, you can just see him contribute in so many ways.
I mean, a great passer for his position and also very unselfish with his offense. Still a plus defender with how often he is giving up size on the inside.
So for the Rockets, Damari Carroll's checked in for Daniel House. And McLemore subbed in for James Harden. And Denver also making a switch. Morris is checked in for Jamal Murray. Morris into the lane. Basket counts. And the Nuggets lead by 17.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game. There's a minute 34 left here in the third quarter. Here's Westbrook. Lays it up and banks it in. Westbrook's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, Westbrook just overwhelming the defense right there. Like a semi-truck coming at you.
Morris inside. Dishes it to Millsap. And that one, good. Millsap's got 6 points.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
McLemore, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game. And the Rockets making a change here. Green's checked in. Daniels passes to Grant. There's the pass to Dozier. On the wing, Daniels. He's covered by Westbrook. Just 5 on the clock. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Daniels. Morris has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
I don't think the timing could have been any better as Russell Westbrook does a great job of taking advantage of the defense.
A 3 from Morris. Good on the 3-point shot. Morris has got 7 points here in this quarter.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Again, more attack mode play from Russell Westbrook. He just puts it on the deck and draws contact.
The Rockets shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And Russell Westbrook drops them both. The Nuggets leading by 18. Here's Craig. And the 3 off target. Westbrook with it. Almost, but it rolls out.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Well, through 3 quarters of play. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. P.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then it's Ben McLemore. And it's Clemens in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride Beautiful assist.
The number of trades now starting to involve stars. Feels like the league's power balance is always shifting to some degree.
Yeah, and I think organizations that are trying to stay ahead of the trend, Kevin, might think about, we might have a star for just 2 years. How can we get the next one? Backside of that, Kevin, is a lot of these star players are signing deals that are not extending to 4, 5, 6 years. You can't even do that anymore. So you get a guy for a couple years. What he wants to do is maximize his earning potential for 1 or 2 seasons, become a free agent again, and then look around the league where opportunities not only to win, but to also cash in. That's what's happening in today's game.
Here's Covington, and he gets it to go.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Pass to Daniels. Jokic with it. Millsap trying to get open. The shot's good from Nikola Jokic. And the Nuggets lead by 17. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Here's Clemens. No good on the triple. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. A nice shot by Dozier.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Passes to Clemens. Releases. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's Daniels, and there's another one for the Nuggets.
Yeah, he's going to knock that down if you give it to him. Uncompetitive there defensively.
The defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Troy Daniels. That's his first foul. You know, Brent, how candid can players be in their answers in the post-game interviews about what has happened or what they're feeling at that time? In other words, is there a danger to being too honest as a player?
There could be, Kevin. I mean, anytime you express some of your vulnerabilities, and if it's done at the right time, somebody's going to take advantage of it. What we've seen over the past couple years is, forget about when it is that the media is asking you questions. Most players are taking it to their social media accounts where they're able to get the message out without being baited by somebody with regards to a question. They can expound on whatever it is that they're feeling at that time, and that helps them to control the messaging a little bit more. And I think that trend is going to continue and continue to grow.
From deep Harden, another miss by Houston.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
To end the run, and the jam by Harden.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
Murray against Westbrook. And here is Murray. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Houston making some changes. Tyson Chandler, who's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Bahamute comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Nuggets.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season. And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Jokic.
Well, a consistent intensity is what he brought to the floor here. He hit the glass hard, and he came up with a ton of rebounds.
Rivers against Morris. Pass to Vonleh. The feed to Bol. And the dunk by Bol.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
And stolen by Bull. One-on-one fast break. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight. Getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
And like his father, Manu, Bull's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Rivers passes to Chandler. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Chandler skilled on the inside. Not many defenders are going to match up with his size down there.
Here's Morris. Yep, it's good.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's good. And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting... Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports. DA... Well, DA, they got a lot of pride there. There's no doubt. And rightfully so. Thank you. And we got a chance now to check out multiple seasons of assist numbers and what has been the trend for Harden.
The drop in his assists over the past few years have made him more of a one-dimensional player offensively. He needs to get that passing element back in his game, and that'll make life a lot more difficult for opposing defense.
A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. PJ Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in its small forward. And for Golden State, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green is out there with Wiggins, and it's Chris in at the center. Here's Thompson, finished off the break.
Well, you've got to identify Klay Thompson early. In transition, he's so dangerous.
And in recent years, some call the Warriors the greatest fast-breaking team since the Showtime Lakers. Doris, do you concur?
Greg, the Showtime Lakers are my all-time favorite team. But I will say, because of the shooting, the ball handling, the passing, the capability on every possession for something spectacular, I would say that this team was as close as you can get to the Showtime Lakers.
We played just over a minute here in the first. And stolen by Wiggins. Now the Warriors moving it up. And Wiggins throws it down.
Anticipation by Wiggins jumpstarts the fast break, and you'd think with his athleticism, he'd pick up some more of these.
Harden outside. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Coming off that loss against the Nets. To the inside. Green kicks to Chris. Outside Curry. Thompson looking for an opening. The wing jumper off target.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Pass to House. Back to Tucker. Harden inside the three-point line. Gets that one to fall after missing his first two. 1 for 3 from the field.
And Harden is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Just a clever combo guard who is completely unpredictable.
Rebounded by Tucker. For Houston, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Westbrook passes to Harden. Back to Westbrook. He kicks it to Tucker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And yes, it's good. A lot of players have taken their game to another level. A lot of improvement they've done individually. Any surprises that have caught your eye, Doris, over the years?
Yeah, I would say probably maybe the greatest single individual leap I've ever seen is by the reigning most improved player, and that's Pascal Siakam. Couldn't get in the rotation consistently in the postseason, and then became such an integral part of an NBA championship team. Kemba Walker, who is an all-star caliber player, all-NBA level guy, continues to stay in the lab and keep improving. So a ton of guys, Domantas Sabonis, another young big who's been incredible. Just great to see guys progress.
Houston making a switch here. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. McLemore with the ball. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Now here's Curry. He drains the quick shot.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Clemens guarded by Curry. And Tucker kicks to McLemore. Back to Tucker. Clock at 6. Now the pass to Clemens. Launches it. And Curry pulls it down. Warriors leading by 4. Here's Pascal. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
Tamari Carroll's checked in for Houston. Austin Rivers comes in for Robert Covington. Rockets trail by 7. To the paint. Here's Carroll. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Golden State's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Count the basket. Bulls got 5 now.
Well, late rotation by the defense, and Wiggins has the vision to find the open man.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Rivers passes to Green. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. The Warriors have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Over to the wing. From beyond the arc. Tips it. They get the rebound. Pass to Poole. And here's Wiggins from deep. And so it's the Golden State Warriors in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've all the great Golden State Warriors scores. Draymond Green's.
I think there are times where one.
Why not? Green knows that, Greg, if you're in the zone, keep firing.
And with his unselfishness and vision, Green more often than not is the one setting the table.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And taking a look at the Warriors' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
And for Houston, they've got McLemore. Jamari Carroll is out there with Green. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Clemens in at the point guard position. Green left side. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
And a smooth jump shot from the veteran Green there. These are looks he nails consistently.
Here's Wiggins, and it's Wiggins with the jam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And as talented as Andrew Wiggins is, there are games, Doris, when he can fade into the background, and his team needs him the most.
Yes, and the questions become, is he passive? Is he disengaged on the offensive end? And that, I think, can be frustrating because people around the league will tell you that this young man is as talented and as skilled as any player in the league. It's really, for Andrew Wiggins, about finding a measure of consistency.
And he comes up with the deuce.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of.
Out to the right wing. Passes it to Poole. Wiggins drives in. Great D that time from Green.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Here's Pascal. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn. Wiggins against Rivers. Unloads from 13 and misses it off the right side of the rim. Rockets trail by 9. Down low. And it's Green with the jam.
Well, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
Poole the pass to Wiggins. Smile-a-geech, guarded by Green. Here's Poole. 17 points for him last game against Brooklyn. Good work there as it goes. And the Warriors lead by 9.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Wiggins with the rebound. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Now the dish to Rivers. Pass to Clemens. The 19-foot shot. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That's his first foul. Doris, you and I are faced with this a lot, voting for the MVP. Great stats versus winning. Where do you stand on that when you vote for the league MVP.
Well, winning could be the definitive line if I have two candidates who are close. For instance, for me, this last MVP came down to James Harden and Giannis Antetokounmpo, and I took it to the last possible moment. And I could have gone in either direction and been comfortable. Ultimately, I went with Giannis, and the deciding factor came down to he led his team to the best record in the league. It was a difficult vote, but ultimately it's one category which helps tilt me in one direction or another.
And I did too, and what also helped me was just the improvement defensive they had made, and I know Antetokounmpo was a very big part of it.
No, it's a great point. He was a two-way force.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Pascal, and that one is hammered home.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love, Greg, is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
It's Westbrook with the drop. Oh, what a dunk!
Look out below! Woo. Russell Westbrook is an elite talent. He knows how to make tough shots.
Chris, he's checked in for the Warriors.
You know, simply stated, Draymond Green is an elite defender, one of the best in the game. But what's incredible to me is that he's able to accomplish everything he does on that end of the floor while being undersized in almost every one of his matchups.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And good that time.
Yeah, you got your shooters and you have your scorers, but James Harden is both.
And Thompson puts up a deep three. Green kicks to Curry. From outside, off the mark. Here's Westbrook. Good D by Thompson. Got it up. The shot will not fall. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome to its Golden State, who's out on top at the half. They lead by 15. Kenny, what's your tip? And
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Rockets trail by 15. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Wiggins is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Chris in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the Warriors' 5. Thompson against Harden. Just 5 to shoot. It's House outside. Green with the rebound.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Curry can't get it to go. The Rockets shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Westbrook, no good.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
And so it's Houston with it. Down by 15. Kicks it out to Covington. To the middle. Here's House. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one on Thompson.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
Warriors leading by 12. Outside Curry. Unloads from 13. Yep, it counts. Curry's got 8.
Well, you love to watch Stephen Curry work from all over the floor. That textbook release, whether it's from 3 or in this case, the mid-range.
It's stolen by Curry. And now here's Chris. He started close. Bucket is good. And it's 6 points for Andrew Wiggins.
Well, this guy can do it anytime he wants. Andrew Wiggins with broad shoulders to carry the load there.
Westbrook finds Covington. Back to Westbrook. The pass to Harden. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Outside Curry. Kicks it to Wiggins. 5 on the clock. Here's Thompson. They get it back. Curry on the wing. A 3-ball. No good that time.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
And the jam by Harden.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
And if there was ever a definition of a glue guy, Greg, it would be P.J. Tucker. He's so valuable to his team.
You know, P.J. gives you production in every way, and his impact really goes beyond the stats. All the little things that coaches want their players to do, that's really the motto of Tucker's game.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Green passes to Wiggins. Here's Poole. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. He's got 6.
Improved decision-making by Andrew Wiggins, and that makes him an even greater challenge to guard.
The 3 from Harden. Chris with the rebound. Chris has got 4 rebounds in this game.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Curry, good.
Ooh, finally hitting one from range. That's his first 3 of the night.
It's Harden with the drive, and he banks in the layup. Harden's got 8 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Rivers against Curry. Over Rivers. And no good that time. And the Rockets take it the other way.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
The deep 3 from Harden. The long distance 3 is buried. Harden's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Curry passes to Poole. Back to Curry. Curry with another miss.
Boy, no idea why he went with the fadeaway. Had a clean look at the basket.
From deep Harden. And another 3 for Houston.
Well, this quarter has been all about this guy. He is trying to close the gap in the score.
Curry deciding where to go with it. Fires from the line, and it's in there.
I'll tell you, it is a thing of beauty watching Steph Curry shoot jumpers. An unbelievable feel and touch.
Harden the pass to Kidd. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And that one falls for Carroll. So both teams changing it up here. Carroll hits them both.
Now, did you know, Kevin, that they called DeMarre Carroll the swag daddy because he always dresses to impress? I hear the wardrobe is unreal.
Lets it go from the wing. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Warriors lead by 11.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in.
I think Carroll goes through stretches where he shoots better from three-point range than from inside the arc. What a dead eye right now.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
4th quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. So on the floor for Houston, Robert Covington out there with McLemore. Then it's P.J. Tucker. Then it's Harden. And it's Clemens in at the point. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
The feed now to Tucker. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Oh, that's just superb coordination and balance right there. Tucker's hard to move once he gets the ball inside.
Pass to Curry. From deep 3-point range. It's rebounded by Houston.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have the confidence. You have to have the confidence to take that shot. Might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Tucker finds Harden. Kicks it out to Covington. Offline with his three.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Here's Curry, and he hits the jumper. Well, he's been waiting for that for a while. Curry's got 9 points here in the second half. To the inside, Tucker, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Well, that's what you call an intimidating finish. Tucker's explosive leaping ability on full display, guys.
And here is Curry. Ring shot on the way. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Tucker's got 5 rebounds tonight, and he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So for the Rockets, Daniel House comes in for Ben McLemore. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for James Harden. Chris can't hit.
Well, outstanding contest on the shot, and then he's positioned perfectly to go after the rebound.
And Thompson sends it back.
We know that Thompson is an excellent defender. He does such a good job timing shots for those rejections.
That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Clemens.
They found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
Goes up on the high post. Chris, the second chance points on the tip in.
How about the timing on the backboards there from Chris? Has the size and quickness to be a problem.
Westbrook feeling it out a bit. Passes it to Clemens. Back to Westbrook. Over Thompson. Here's Covington. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
Robert Covington, calm, cool, and collected.
Here's Thompson. Drops it in from 14 feet away. And the Warriors lead by 6.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, he's going to be in for a long wait.
Clemens, guarded by Curry. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. James Harden, who's checked in for the Rockets. That's good from Tucker.
A great job to get the bucket and to get to the line. When the game's on the line, you want your guys attacking like he did there.
Thompson passes to Green. Makes it off the glass.
Draymond Green never backs away in big possessions. In fact, you get the sense this guy loves the spotlight.
That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from James Harden.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Harden's got the ball.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
Now here's Curry. Thompson outside. Over Harden. And it's Thompson that time on the assist by Curry. And that's now 9 points for Klay Thompson. Harden against Curry. On the wing. Harden's shot is off. And so Green will bring it up for Golden State. They led by as many as 18 points. And Wiggins throws it down hard.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
And Greg, to me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Harden kicks it to Tucker. Right side Westbrook. And stolen by Chris. It's Thompson off the drive. Took him no time at all on that one. And now a 6-point Warrior lead.
Klay Thompson loves delivering in tight spots. How easy does he make that big bucket look?
With the putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Mr. Covington under duress of the big moment, and he delivers. Yes, sir.
Thompson outside. Pass to Wiggins. Outside for Curry. Back to Chris. From deep. And that one drops.
As a catch-and-shoot player, Steph Curry is as dangerous.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it.
Man, this year was so much fun, but it definitely came with some challenges. Thank goodness for 2K.
That's right. In fact, it's been an honor for us to share our time and our episodes with you, the fans, the community. And the big news is NBA 2K TV is returning for Season 7.
Yes, we're coming your way.
And a look at the Warriors arriving earlier on. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out west. The season nearly complete. Taking a look at Denver. Unless they completely melt down, they should be in good position for a playoff run. And, of course, the Warriors. Not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
And for the Warriors, this has been a season I'm sure they'd like to forget. And luckily, they'll be able to do that soon enough.
You know, maybe they'd like to forget it, but there are lessons to take from it as well. I mean, the mistakes they've made this year can't be repeated if they want to get a taste of the postseason anytime soon.
Now, Golden State's starting five. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Wiggins is out there with Green, and it's Chris in at the five. And for the Nuggets, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Porter. Then there's Murray, and it's Craig in at the two guard. Clark, some of those lottery-bound teams now giving more minutes to their younger players, developing them, looking into the future, which means more veterans, unfortunately, will have to sit and watch.
And, you know, I always say this, and it's much easier said than done, but you're a professional, whether you're in the rotation, a young player or an old player, you have to approach it in a professional manner. And that means accepting the good with the bad, the sweet with the bitter, and that takes a maturity level. And, you know, when the trade deadline is behind you, you only can control what you can control, and that's what veterans should be about.
And hopefully the coach communicates the ideas behind the move, too.
I like that, but there's no obligation to do so.
Right. Now, here's Curry, and he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. Wiggins drives in.
Boy, that's a smart drive by Wiggins. That's reading the defense and making it happen.
Murray outside. Jokic trying to free himself up. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Murray's got his second bucket of the game to go. The Warriors have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Thompson passes to Chris. Wiggins up top. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn. Thompson open and close and nails it.
Only one miss in the first 5 attempts, clearly feeling it.
Curry against Murray. Shoots over Curry. Again, the Nuggets score.
Even when the defense is breathing down his neck, Murray gets it done. I mean, just an amazing shooter with a very impressive stroke.
Now here's Thompson. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Here's Curry with the three. Traps in the tray. Curry's got 7.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Deep 2 from Murray. Tries again. Here's Jokic, and he uses the glass on the layup.
You can't afford to lose sight of Jokic, not even for a second. This guy's always a threat to hurt you on the offensive boards.
Curry with it. Now defended by Jokic. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Another 3 for Golden State.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Now here's Murray. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Mavericks in Dallas. Here's Jokic. Inside. Murray, the pass to Craig. 4 on the shot clock. Millsap has the open look. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Decisive on the catch-and-shoot jumper from Millsap. He's not going to let that opportunity go to waste.
54 seconds left in the first. Hits it from three-point range.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Now, here's Porter. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Got to respect the jump shot of Millsaps. I mean, he knows exactly when he's got a mid-range jumper he should take.
Here's Curry, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Murray outside. Here's Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Jokic has got his second bucket of the night.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And once Chris gets the position he wants, he is throwing it down with a vengeance.
Here's Jokic. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Jokic has got 6 points.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive. Wow! He got it in! How about that? Oh, beats the buzzer from way down court. These fans are stunned.
Basketball, like passion.
In basketball, Greg, a big deal in Jokic's native land of Serbia.
And I love his creativity. There's an artistry and a freedom in how he plays the game.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
You know, we've seen them bearing their fair share of mid-range jumpers tonight, too. I mean, that's a good start for them.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. They've got Curry, and it's Poole in at the 2. The Warriors pull it in, coming off that loss against the Nets. Curry on the wing. Some nice passing by Golden State here. And Poole gets it to go. Poole's got the lead up to 10 now for the Warriors.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And you know what? He does. I mean, in the NBA, you've got to have ways to score over defenders of all sizes.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And you look at how the Nuggets have become the team they are. A lot has to do with player development.
Exactly. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Denver has done a great job in the draft. Identify talent, stick to your guns in choosing that talent, then build it, develop it. Their front office has been fantastic.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Millsap.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Nice initiative. Good start there by Grant. I mean, seeing a great fast break opportunity in front of him and took full advantage of it.
The Nuggets trail by 7. Here's Bull, and it's good, 2 points. It was the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to the Mavericks. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Three-pointer on the way. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. After this one, they're off to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. And Plumlee kicks to Bull. Passes it to Morris. 6 to shoot. With the shot. And it's Denver scoring again. Warriors leading by 3. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Curry passes to Pascal. Here's Poole. He's covered by Grant. Pass to Poole. High post shot. And the Warriors miss again. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They made a nice push to keep it close.
Curry kicks it to Looney. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Yeah, Curry is so impressive. His peripheral vision is what makes him unique, in addition to his ball handling skills. He does a nice job setting up his teammates and knows how to get them the ball when they're open.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
The Warriors making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. There's 53 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot. Daniels. That gives them the lead. Daniels has got his first bucket of the night.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Thompson outside. There's 31 seconds left now here in the second. Shoots it. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance. Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
Buffalo bully ball right there, partner.
Okay. Getting a little physical. I like that. I like that reference. Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Here's Craig. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Craig's got the lead up to 4 now for the Nuggets.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see some struggles for Denver in the first quarter. A big part of the problem was their defense and inability to slow down shooters. And that...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Curry has been sensational.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Craig in at the shooting guard.
Well, you know, it's not been easy for Andrew Wiggins the last few seasons, guys. The production has just fallen short of expectations. He was a #1 pick back in his draft class and really has struggled to live up to what the fans have expected him to be.
Thompson from long range. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. The pass to Craig. About 1 minute played here in the second half. And with Wiggins, who's clearly a talented player, but people just want more from him.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin, and a lot of it is a matter of consistency. And when the expectations are high, being a former overall #1 pick, that pressure can affect you. But I think if Wiggins can just lock into being consistent, all of that will subside.
Here's Murray following the basket by Stephen Curry. Millsap passes to Jokic. Green with the rebound. Warriors trail by 4. Beyond the arc. Curry's shot is off.
That's one for their first 4 to start the second half.
Denver passing it around. Craig passes to Millsap. Porter kicks to Craig. Pass to Millsap over Wiggins. Millsap misses. Golden State's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Thompson passes to Curry. Another miss by Curry.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
To the paint. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
And this is what happens when Millsap gets deep inside. Superb at finishing with force.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
That one goes. Count it. And that's now 7 points for Klay Thompson. And Clark, when you were playing, I imagine the pre-draft process was a lot different than it is today.
No doubt about it. I mean, I came out in 1982 after my junior year, Kevin, and at that time, if you were a guy who was declaring early, you basically just had to go on whatever knowledge and information you could get from whoever, because there was no allowing you weren't allowed to go to a workout. Teams could interview you, but there were no on-court workouts, so it was totally different than today.
Now Green following the miss by Michael Porter from deep. Got that bucket in no time at all. Green's got his first basket.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
I love that mid-range shot, Greg. It's definitely giving the defender something extra to think about.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And Wiggins throws it down.
Yeah, man, was it nice. You know where Wiggins' explosiveness comes from, though, right? His parents, a world-class sprinter and an NBA player. Now that is platinum-level DNA.
2 points. That one goes. And that's 10 points for Jamal Murray.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And Thompson puts up a deep 3 and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 4 assists now tonight. Passes it to Jokic. 51 seconds left in the third quarter. Millsap kicks to Porter. Millsap down low. He's against Green. Basket good. Jokic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Millsap doing a nice job there, reading the defense, and makes a nice slick pass to burn the opponent.
And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. We've got 33 seconds left in the third. Here's Chris. The shot, no good. Plumlee with some nice D.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find. You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
Curry with it. He's got 18. And it's all evened up. Curry's got 21.
And Kevin, that 3 ball of Curry, deadly. I mean, you feel like it's going in as soon as he lets it go, no matter where, what angle, or how deep.
It's all tied in Denver. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. Mike Malone moments ago with some words for it.
Stop and run. Stop.
3 tenths quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Setting the floor for the Warriors. To take the lead. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Dozier. And the wide open shot for Morris. Hits the 3-point bomb. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
The shot by Curry, no good.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
And you see Jeremy Grant on this team, he means so much more than just his stats.
He's a fantastic glue guy, and his teammates talk about how unselfish he is on the floor. Great team player and an even better chemistry guy off the court.
And, you know, Grant, a second-round pick, has worked hard for his minutes in the NBA. He's an exceptional athlete who plays with a real edge, a bit of a chip on his shoulder.
Daniels passes to Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
From deep, traps in the tray.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Morris against Curry. From 13, Morris, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Curry. Over Morris. Kept alive. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. From outside the arc. That shot, no good. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Golden State moving the ball around. To take the lead, Wiggins, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Using those long gazelle-like strides, Wiggins beats everybody to the punch. They have to foul him to stop him.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Millsap comes in for Jeremy Grant, and Murray subbed in for Monte Morris.
Yeah, that's a big miss right there. Now only a 1-point lead.
Jokic finds Murray. Back to Jokic, and Jokic slings it in.
When it's an important possession, Jokic steps up big.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. It's a 1-point game. Count it from 12. Curry's got 23 points.
Nice play call there. Down the stretch, getting him the open look.
Yeah, I put that one on the defense. I mean, they can't leave him open at this stage.
Nifty move. And it's Murray laying it in. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
Jamal Murray proving he's not afraid of the big moment. Big time shot there.
Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
That could be costly. When the game is hanging in the balance, the last thing you can afford is to turn it over.
The Nuggets have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Dishes to Millsap. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Boy, I like seeing Millsap sell that pump fake. He's very effective at drawing the foul once that defender has bid on the fake.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Porter's checked in.
And really just a great rhythm at the line, whether it's a big lead in the first quarter or with the game hanging in the balance. And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Murray. 14 points for Jokic.
How about the big-time clutch basket from Jokic? No backup in him, despite the major pressure.
1:03 left in the game. It's in! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Murray with it. Curry meets him. Murray, no good. Here's Green. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, guys, well, Mike Malone talked to his team during that last timeout. He knows this has been a hard-fought game, and he wanted his guys to just sit down and catch their breath. He said, look, we're right in the game, guys. Let's make a little push here. Let's come out with some bite. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Now, here's Thompson. He's covered by Daniels. And Thompson kicks to Curry. Bullseye!
No question about it. Curry is on fire right now.
Down low. Here's Jokic. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And you can tolerate gas like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making them.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're behind by 2. 5 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
I don't think they should be greedy here and think about a triple. With this much time left, I'd attack the basket, get a high percentage shot in tight, and take my chances in overtime.
So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. They break the... All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for...